Alright, let's take an example, okay, of a particular topic and how we can put together a guided writing on it. So here we have the topic, my best season. My best season. So after this topic has been chosen, the next step, like we looked at when we were looking at the steps that need to be taken when writing a guided write-up, is you brainstorm. You engage in a brainstorming session to get ideas, to generate ideas on the topic that has been chosen. So in this case, my best season is the topic. Then in brainstorming, we need to come up with, okay, what is my best season? What is it about? When is it? How is it? What are the things that actually make up this season, that we're talking about? And then what is it that I like or I love about this season? You just need to brainstorm on different things concerning the season. What is this season? When does this season occur? What parts of the world, even the parts of the world where it occurs, how is it? How long does it last? What are the things that make this season what it is? What are those things you like about this season, or what is it that you like about the season? So these are the things that you can actually try to come up with during the brainstorming session. And then once you have got all those sorted out, you make sure you're noting them down, right? So when you have sorted those out, for instance, I could say that my best season is dry season. I live in Nigeria, and in my country we have just the rainy season and the dry season. So I could say that the dry season is my best season. Now, what is it about it? The dry season is a period when there is no rain, when it doesn't rain, or it scarcely rains. Rains are very scarce during the dry season. The weather generally is dry. Sometimes it is hot, okay? Then, what time does this happen? Normally it occurs between maybe November and February or March, okay? That's about the period we experience dry season in Nigeria. How is it? It's normally dry, okay? Sometimes it could be very dusty. And then what are the things that make it what it is? The features are the dryness. Then you also have the weather most times is sunny, okay? It's sunny, it's dry, and other things. Then what is it that you like about the weather? In my case, I would say I love the fact that it rains less, or it hardly rains. I just enjoy the dry weather, and that the weather is not cold, okay? Those are some of the things that you can come up with during the brainstorming session. And once you are done with all of that, remember we said you have to organize your idea. The essence of organizing your idea is to make your writing, what you're coming up with, to make sense, to have a flow, okay? So that one idea leads to the other and is in such a natural order. So when you have organized your idea, the next thing you do is try to break it into the three main parts that your writing normally is broken down into. That is the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. So in the intro basically you should try and mention what the weather is, what this season is rather, and then how it is your best season. You can say my best season is the dry season, and it's such a fun season, okay? You just say it, you're not going into details about how it is your best season, but then you are hinting on it. You're hinting on what it is and how it is your best season. Then in the body of the write-up, that is where you will now explain in details everything that needs to be known about this season. That is where you will tell us when it occurs, how it is, the things that make it what it is, and what you truly love about this season. So in the body, you list out, but as much as possible in the body, your focus should a kind of be on the things that are that make you to love the season, the things that make this season to be your best season. Your other things you can write as well in the body, but let your focus be on the things that make that season your best season, because that is what the write-up is about. My best season, what the things are that make that season your best season. And after that, the conclusion. Now in the conclusion, what do you focus on? You state the main idea and you wrap up the writing. You state the main idea. The main idea is how it is your best season, and whatever it is that you think makes it your best season, just find a way to compress all that together, to push it together. Okay, just state the main idea about this passage. That is, the main idea is definitely about that particular season that is your best season, and why or what makes it your best season. And then you bring the write-up to an end. Now remember, we said that when you have written this is not just this is not your final version. This is the one we call the draft. Okay, so after you have written this, you create a draft. After you've created that draft, you need to revise it. Revising it means you go over it again, and it depends on how many times you need to go over it to get a perfect work. You keep going over it. There's no fixed amount of time or number of times you need to go over it. So you revise and you edit. When you go through it, if there's anything that needs to be corrected, correct it. If there's anything that needs to be added, you add it. If there's anything that needs to be removed, you remove it. So that's what the revising and the editing is about, until you are satisfied. And once you're satisfied, what you have is your final version. What you have is your final version. Okay, so I hope this framework will help to guide you in writing, in coming up with your writing, whatever the topic is you want to write on. I think this structure can guide you in writing on basically any topic at this your level. Once you are able to follow this structure I've given you, this framework I've given you, it should be enough to guide you in writing whatever it is you want to write about at this your level. So the last part I'll quickly touch on, which is part of what we need to look into this week, is new words and meaning. Some new words and meaning. Now these new words and meanings have already been given in our WhatsApp page. Okay, these words have already been given in our WhatsApp page. There you have the new words and you have their meanings as well. Okay, I know this aspect is something I have suggested in our WhatsApp page that you work on with mommies and daddies, uncles and aunties. Okay, so you take every week. If it's 10 words, if you can handle 10 words, it's fine. If it's 5 words you can handle, to me, I would suggest you take 5 words per week. Why do I say that? Because first you need to know the word, the meaning of the word, the spelling of the word, the spelling, the meaning, and then you should be able to make sentences with the word, meaningful sentences. So it's not just about cramming the spelling of the word, like, okay, I can spell it, I'll be able to get 20 over 20. It's not about that. First, know about the word, know how to pronounce the words. Sorry, even that pronounce should be the first one. Okay? It's very important. First, you need to know how to pronounce the word, and then you should be able to spell the word, and then you should know the meaning of the word. Sorry, where I have word here, I'm actually supposed to write meaning. So you should be able to pronounce, you should be able to spell, you should know the meaning, and lastly, you should be able to make meaningful sentences with the word. So when you get the words that you need for this week from our WhatsApp page, which is accessible to Daddy and Mommy. Get the words you want to work with or work on this week. Don't do everything at once. You're going to overwhelm yourself to be too much for you. So get the words you want to work on, maybe 5 or 10 if you can. Take note of the pronunciation. Go and check that out. You can use your dictionary to learn how to pronounce, or you can use the Mommy and Daddy's phone. Just type the word and then ask how to pronounce. Okay? You will see different YouTubes will come up or some things that will help you to know how to pronounce it. Then make sure you learn the spelling of that word, the meaning of that word, and lastly, you are able to construct meaningful sentences with that word, and ultimately all the words that you have for that week. Okay? So here is where we're calling it a day for today. If you find this video helpful, please help us to share it, help us to like it, and please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you again next week. Stay blessed and stay safe.